Every single day, search engines index millions of exposed passwords, back-end server logs, and confidential documents. As you see in this digital vault bursting open, poorly configured systems constantly scatter private records across the internet for anyone to find. Finding this scattered data relies on a technique known as Google Dorking, or Google hacking, using advanced search operators to filter out the noise and pinpoint exposed vulnerabilities. There is a strict line we have to draw here. Using a search engine to locate publicly indexed data is passive reconnaissance. Actively using that data to log into a system or exploit a server is illegal. By applying specific syntax rules, you turn the exact same search bar used for everyday questions into a highly targeted cybersecurity scanner. To find sensitive documents, we have to bypass standard HTML web pages. We do this using the filetype operator. Look at the spacing in this graphic. You write the word filetype, add a colon, and then immediately type your extension. If you put a single space after that colon, the query will fail. Penetration testers frequently look for PDF files because companies regularly upload internal manuals, invoices, and policy documents to web servers without realizing they are publicly accessible. Searching for JavaScript or .js files can expose hard-coded API keys and developer configurations left behind in the source code. This diagram shows how the query actually works. Google's algorithm drops millions of standard web pages from the results, funneling everything down to leave you exclusively with the specific document formats you requested. As you execute multiple complex queries rapidly, Google's bot detection will flag your activity. You will be prompted to solve standard CAPTCHAs to prove you are human. This is normal behavior during reconnaissance. Isolating file extensions cuts directly through the general internet noise, delivering the exact internal documents required for your audit. Next, we locate vulnerable backend systems by searching exclusively within the headers of web pages, using the intitle operator. Executing the query intitle, followed by a colon and the word error, prompts the search engine to return pages containing backend stack traces, like broken Java or Oracle database outputs. These error logs map out the specific software versions and directory structures currently running on the target network. A broad search for errors will return thousands of generic tech support forums. To fix this, we use the minus sign as an exclusion filter. By modifying the query to intitle error minus Google, we instruct the algorithm to subtract any results containing the word Google. As you see in this diagram, filtering out that overlapping data leaves us solely with the raw server errors. Locating these exposed error logs provides the exact technical blueprint needed to plan a targeted cyber attack. Instead of searching page titles, we can hunt within the web address string itself using the inurl operator. Poorly configured websites frequently pass sensitive data, such as session tokens or plain text passwords, directly through the URL. The query inurl password scans specifically for these architectural flaws, finding pages where authentication details were logged in the address bar. To verify the query worked, look at this search result. The title and description are secondary. The relevant data is in this isolated URL string. Right here inside the path, the target keyword appears, confirming the website exposed user data. Passing credentials through a URL bypasses traditional encryption protections, leaving the data completely visible to anyone running the query. Manually constructing basic queries is a starting point, but scaling this process requires automated, pre-compiled lists. This is the ExploitDB dashboard, which hosts the Google hacking database. Created by Johnny Long, it categorizes thousands of operators by their specific target types, like SQL vulnerabilities and exposed webcams. You do not need to memorize operators. The database catalogs complex dorks according to the exact security flaw you intend to find. You can select a specific category, such as vulnerable servers, to see queries that isolate known infrastructure weaknesses. From there, you copy a highly complex multi-operator dork directly from the database. This diagram tracks the workflow. You paste that complex string into the Google search bar, and the engine immediately returns a highly specific vulnerable server log. Utilizing the Google hacking database removes the need to guess search terms, allowing you to use the collective intelligence of the global penetration testing community. You now have the capability to bypass standard search algorithms to pinpoint exposed files, server errors, and passwords. The practical application here is to run these queries against your own organization to audit its security posture. This graphic shows a defensive combination. By using the site operator to target your domain, followed by a file type operator, you can map out exactly what internal documents are currently indexed by search engines. Identify the sensitive data your organization is accidentally leaking so you can lock it down before malicious actors find it. Use these tools to secure systems and audit networks. If you found this technical breakdown helpful, subscribe for more cybersecurity techniques and defensive strategies.